Hello and a warm welcome to each and every one of you. My name is Sumit Lakhotia and I welcome you all to the third edition of MCX Investor Protection Fund COMQUEST 2021 partnered by ET Now. Now this year COMQUEST 2021 is special. Well, you ask why? Well, the year 2020 has clearly been crucial for all of us. Some say life is filled with uncertainty, especially at times like this. While many things remain outside your control, your mind is a key to coping with difficult circumstances and facing the unknown. Well, this year Team COMQUEST has done exactly that. We're using technology in the best possible way, and COMQUEST 2021 is back digitally with an aim to promote knowledge and awareness about commodity derivatives markets among students and to encourage them to look closer at the exchange traded commodity derivatives market. Now, from all across India, 8 of the best minds have finally made their way into this final gold round, and they'll be matching wits with each other to see who emerges victorious. Well, without further ado, it's now time to kickstart this event. And first up, I'd like to invite Mr. P.S. Reddy, MD and CEO MCX, to deliver the welcome address.
Let me at the outset welcome all of you for the third MCX IPF conclave and COMQUEST rather of 2021, where we have about 3,000 plus participants which have participated in this quiz competition. While this post-pandemic or post-COVID, we're trying to bring things to normalcy. Still, there's a lot of challenges that are associated with this particular activity. Yet, my team in the exchange as well as other organizations and who are associated with the COMQUEST, including ET Now, have put in best foot forward and try to make the whole activity as smooth as possible. I thank one and all for making it possible, and without any break in the sequence of COMQUEST programs, even this year we are celebrating. Once again, I wish all the participants a success. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Reddy, for your words of support and motivation. They really mean a lot to us. Next up, we have our guest of honor, Mr. Shankar Agarwal, the chairman of the MCX IPF Trust and Public Interest Director at MCX, to deliver the keynote address.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. It gives me great pleasure and honor indeed to be in your midst during today's grand finale of MCX IPF COMQUEST 2021. On this memorable occasion, I, on behalf of Multi-Commodity Exchange IPF, would first like to congratulate everyone from the student community as well as from the institutions across the country who have made it to today's grand finale of MCX IPF COMQUEST 2021. I particularly commend MCX team for organizing this year's eComQuest 2021, overcoming the odds and challenges posed by the pandemic in reaching out to students, institutions, universities covering Pan-India. Further to me, every contestant is a winner. It does not matter whether somebody makes it to the final and to the top slot or not. In life, winning a particular event is not all that important. Important is to participate, to struggle, and to struggle to the best. And that is what should be the spirit of every challenge and every competition. This year's eComQuest is testimony that has enabled smooth conduct of national level quiz. I would like to thank ET Now, Business Channel, our media partner, for their association and support in carrying out this MCX IPF's initiative along the journey. I appreciate the efforts made by the team of MCX for putting their sincere effort to work around in making this event happy despite daunting challenges thrown by the pandemic.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Mr. Agarwal, for your words of wisdom and inspiration. Now, before we begin the quiz, I'd like to introduce our top 8 contestants from all across India. First up, we have Jatin Dureja from IIM Ranchi representing the East Zone. Hi, Jatin. How are you? Are you excited for the quiz today?
I'm nervous as well as excited. So this has been a great journey and I'm looking forward to the quiz.
Fantastic. Best of luck, Jatin. Let's move on to our second contestant today. This is Deepak Jain from IIFT Delhi representing the North Zone. Hi, Deepak. Good morning. How are you feeling today? All prepared?
Yeah, I'm prepared, but little bit nervous about the quiz.
Don't worry. I'm sure you guys will all do supremely well. Thanks for joining us. Let's go on to our third contestant. This is Pulkit Singhal from IIM Kashipur representing the North Zone. Hi, Pulkit. How are you feeling today? Do you also have butterflies in your stomach?
Definitely, it's a very nervous occasion for us, but I'm looking forward to it.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm sure it's going to be a great round. Fourth contestant is Chirag Singla from Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute, New Delhi, representing the North Zone. Chirag, have you had your morning dose of commodities? So whether coffee or tea, are you set?
Yes, hope so. I perform better. And it was an amazing journey till now. And I'm also looking forward to have some more to gain some more knowledge about the same, about the commodities market. Thank you so much.
Superb, great. I mean, yes, that's the main aim of this quiz also, to help not just you, the top 8, on all the other participants, but the general public, to get them to know a little bit more about commodities. Let's move on to our next contestant. This is Rishabh Agarwal representing IIM Bangalore from the South Zone. Hi, Rishabh. Good morning. How are you feeling today?
Hi Sumit, good morning. I'm feeling good. I'm really excited and I'm glad to be here and really thankful to MCX for organizing this event.
Superb, superb, great. Well, we're happy to have you here with us. Our next contestant is Manish Sharma from IMT Hyderabad. Good morning, Manish. How are you feeling today? What does it look like? Do you think you're going to win today?
Yeah, I think so. I'm looking forward to it. Excited and nervous at the same time.
Fantastic, but very confident as well. That's good to know. That's good to know. Thanks for being here. Now, let's come to the West Zone. We have Gomes Chawla from Iim Nagpur representing the West Zone. Hi, Gomes. Good morning. How are you feeling
sir,
today?
Good morning. Yeah, I'm feeling great. I think it was a great learning journey till now, going through all the rounds. And I also think it would be a learning experience for all of us. Looking forward for today's round.
Superb. And our final contestant completing our lineup today, our only lady finalist, Dhanashri Dongre from Narsimunji, Mumbai. Dhanashri, how are you feeling today? How's it going to be?
I'm feeling great. I've seldom seen competitions like these being arranged for derivative enthusiasts, so it gave me all the more reason to participate.
Beautiful. And yes, there are, I don't think there are any others, but this is, and the team has worked really hard, and we thank you, all 8 of you, and all the other participants for coming on board with us for this virtual round. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, those are our 8 quizzers representing the East, West, North, and South zones of India. Let's quickly look into the rules of the games. Now, there will be 3 rounds in the quiz: the spice round, the metal round, and the energy round. I'll take you through the specific rules of each round when we get to them. The questions are obviously based around commodities and derivatives, and I know all you 8 contestants are well prepared. So without further ado, let's spice things up with our first round, the spice round. Let's take a look at the AV. All right, this is the spice round. The rules for this round are very simple. There are a total of 16 questions, so 2 questions to each participant. I will come to each participant turn by turn and ask them 1 question, and then come back again for the second round of questions. This is a visual round, so the clue will be displayed on the screen. All questions have options, and you will need to choose 1 option from it. A +100 for the correct answer, no negative marking for this round. and the question doesn't get passed on to the next contestant. Now, important, while there is no timer for this, I will give you approximately 20-30 seconds to answer. So, and don't wait till the end of the day, okay? Let's be fast with this. That's the best part about this. We've randomly picked an order. So we're starting with Jatin from IIM Ranchi. Jatin, if you are ready, here is your first question. The domestic demand of this commodity byproduct hit due to birds flu scare. Your options are A, crude palm oil, B, soybean oil, C, crude oil, D, mentha oil, E, none of the above. What do you say? You'll need to unmute and let us know. I'll read the question. Yeah, Jatin?
Maybe soybean oil.
Soybean oil, B. That's the right answer. Good start there, Jatin. Well done. Now, after extracting soybean oil, the leftover product is called soybean meal, which is a major source of protein that is primarily used in the animal and bird feed industry. Therefore, with birds having a problem, the bird feed industry also got hit. Good job, Jatin. Good start. Let's move on to our second question. This is for Deepak from IIFT Delhi. Deepak, here's your question. The above picture represents refining of, and the options are A, crude oil, B, copper, C, mentha oil, D, edible oils, and E, all of the above. Which one do you pick?
It's D, copper.
B, copper. That's the right answer. Good job, Deepak. It is copper. The above picture represents electrolysis, which as a process is used to purify metal compounds. Good start, guys. Well done. Let's move on to our third question. This one is for Pulkit Singla from IIM Kashipur. Pulkit, your question. The district of Raipur in Chhattisgarh is best associated with A, aluminium futures, B, steel futures, C, copper futures, D, brass futures, or E, cotton futures. What's your choice?
It's A, aluminium futures.
That's right. It is aluminium futures. Raipur is the primary delivery center for aluminium futures. Thane has been designated as an additional delivery center. Raipur is home to some big bauxite refineries from which aluminium is extracted and supplied to the rest of the country. Good going, Pulkit. Let's move on. Question number 4 to Chirag Singla from Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute, New Delhi. Chirag, the traded commodity shown in the picture has very low melting point and recycled heavily in India. Options are A, silver, B, lead, C, aluminium, D, steel, or E, nickel. What's your choice? Yes, Chirag.
I want to go for C, aluminium.
C, aluminium is unfortunately the wrong answer. The correct answer is lead. More than 90% of lead is recycled. Lead batteries are the world's most recycled consumer product. Okay, let's move on. Question number 5. This is to Rishab Agarwal from IIM Bangalore. Rishab, identify the commodity most associated with the picture. Is it A, iron, B, aluminium, C, steel, D, lead, or E, crude oil? What's your answer?
I'll go with B, aluminium.
That's the wrong answer, unfortunately. The correct answer is steel. Now, steel is majorly used in the automobile industry. As you could see, those are cars being manufactured because of its durability, versatility, and low cost. Generally, you can find steel in parts like brakes, engine, exhaust, wheels, chassis, roof, pretty much everything in your car. Okay, let's move on. Question number 6. This is for Manish Sharma, IMT Hyderabad. Manish, this price graph is best associated with A, copper, B, crude oil, C, gold, D, natural gas, or E, cotton. What do you say? The price graph.
I think I'll go with natural gas, D.
D, natural gas, is unfortunately the wrong answer. The correct answer is gold. Gold was one of the few commodities that witnessed a spike in the positive direction during the pandemic as production and consumption of economically significant global commodities shrank. So if you saw in that, around the time of the pandemic, it went up. Nice going, but unfortunately wrong answer. Let's move on. Question number 7. This is to Gomes Chawla from Iim Nagpur. We're in the West Zone now. Gomes, Venezuela is a major producer and exporter of, and your options are A, sugar, B, crude oil, C, soybean, D, cardamom, or E, corn? What do you say? Sugar, crude oil, soya bean, or cardamom or corn?
Sir, I would like to go with.
Yes. With
Cardamom.
D, cardamom. Unfortunately, wrong answer. The correct answer is crude oil. Venezuela is the country with one of the world's highest proven oil reserves at around 300 billion barrels. It is part of the 15-member OPEC, which is the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. Okay, question 8. This one is for Dhanashri. Dhanashri, if you're ready, here is your question. The 18-karat gold comprises of X% of gold mixed with other metals. You need to tell me what that blank is. What percentage? So is it A, 65, B, 70%, C, 75%, D, 80, or E, 85%? So 18-karat gold is what percent of gold mixed with other metals?
I'd like to go with 80%.
So option D, 80%. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
That's unfortunately wrong. The correct answer is C, 75%. Carat is the term used to measure the purity of gold, as we know. 24-karat gold is also called pure gold or 100% gold. 18-karat gold is 75 gold mixed with 25 other metals like copper or silver, etc. Okay, 8 questions done. We're halfway in the spice round. Let's go back to Jatin. Jatin, your question again. This is it. Here it comes. The imports of coking coal in the country are led by A, iron ore, B, metallurgy, C, power sector, D, fertilizer, E, glass manufacturing. What's your choice? Coking coal in imports is led by which of these sectors? What do you say? I need an answer now.
Iron ore.
Iron ore. Unfortunately, wrong answer. The correct answer is metallurgy, B. Coking coal, also known as metallurgical coal, is used to create coke, which is the primary fuel and reactant in blast furnace process for primary steel making. Let's move on next. This is for Deepak Jain from Iift Delhi. Deepak, here's your question. Which of the following became a major source of natural gas in the United States? Is it A, coal bed methane, B, shale oil and gas resources, C, methane hydrates, D, oil or tar sands, or E, tight gas? What do you say? What's your choice?
Is it D, shale oil and gas resources?
Perfect answer there. Yes, it is shale oil and gas resources. Now, from contributing just 1% towards US natural gas production in 2000, shale gas was contributing over 20% in 2010. And it is estimated by 2035 that 46% of US natural gas supply will come from shale gas. That's quite a lot. I didn't know that. Fantastic. All right, let's move on to our 11th question. This goes to Pulkit. Pulkit Singhal from IIM Kashipur. Here's your question. Which traded commodity can best be associated with the two pictures? Is it A, cotton? Is it B, crude oil? Is it C, iron? Is it D, natural gas? Or is it E, none of the above? So think this through. Traded commodity can best be associated with the two pictures that you see. Which one do you pick?
Cotton.
A, cotton. Fantastic. Well done. That is the right answer. Cotton is the right answer. From basic raw material, cotton fiber and cotton seed are separated. Oil seed cakes and meals are the residues remaining after the extraction of oil. The cake and meal have high proportion of energy, protein, and fiber, and a super feed for dairy cows. So therefore, the cows for the feed and obviously the fiber for the ropes. Okay, question 12. This goes to Chirag from Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute. Chirag, here's your question. Now, zinc deposits during mining are most often found together with, is it A, gold? Is it B, bauxite? Is it C, coal? Or is it D, lead, or E, brass? I'll read out the options to you again. So the zinc deposits during mining are most often found together with gold, bauxite, coal, lead, or brass. What do you pick?
I want to go with option A, gold.
Option A, gold. Wrong answer, my friend. It is actually lead. Option D, lead. Many minerals and metals are found in each other's ores. Most lead mines produce zinc and vice versa. Both of them have a low melting point, with lead at 327.5 degrees centigrade and zinc at 419.5 degrees centigrade, making them the most easiest metals to cast. Okay, let's go to question number 13. This one is to Rishabh from IIM Bangalore. Here's your question, Rishabh. The maximum permissible gross vehicle weight of a 2-axle truck, 2 wheels in the front axle and 4 wheels in the rear, is approximately option A, 8 tons, B, 10 tons, C, 15 tons, D, 18 tons, or E, 22 tons. What do you choose? Which one?
I'll go with E22 tons.
E22, just missed it, my friend. That is wrong. The correct answer is 18 tons, option D. The gross vehicle weight determines the maximum total safe weight of your vehicle. It includes the weight of our vehicle when empty, plus the weight of passengers, fuels, any accessories added to the vehicle, cargo, and the tow trailer. In 2018, the gross vehicle weight was increased from 16 to 18 tons after 30 years. All right. Moving on, question number 14. This is to Manish from IMT Hyderabad. Manish, this state is the major producer of the following commodities. Here this question out, Shanti said. This state is the major producer of the following commodities: cardamom, rubber, black pepper, cashew, turmeric. Now the options, is it A, 2, B, 1 and 2, C, 1, 2 and 3, D, 1, 2, 3 and 4, or E, all of the above? So look at the map, identify the state first, read the commodities, and then tell me, between these mix, which do you think is the state is the major producer of these commodities? Your options are, I mean, you have to pick from cardamom, rubber, black pepper, cashew, turmeric, and you got to, yes, go on.
I think I'll go for C.
C, 1, 2 and 3. Unfortunately wrong. The actual answer is B, 1 and 2. So Kerala has been India's major primary producer of cardamom, rubber and black pepper. But however, in 2017, it was overtaken by Karnataka as the largest producer of black pepper in India. So that was really slim and tight, but unfortunately, that's how it goes. Let's move on. Next, question number 15. This is to Gomes Chawla from Iim Nagpur. Gomes, here's your question. India competes with these countries for the export of, here are your options: cotton, cardamom, rubber, black pepper, and both C and D above. And so you can see the map for the countries that India competes with for export of. And these are your options. So which is the one that you pick? What would be your answer? Is it cotton, cardamom, rubber, black pepper, or both C and D, which is rubber and black pepper? What do you say, Gomes?
Sir, I would like to go with black pepper.
Black pepper, D. Unfortunately, that's wrong. It's both C and D. So it's rubber and black pepper. Thailand, Indonesia, and Malaysia combined account for around 70% global exports of natural rubber. Vietnam is the major producer of black pepper, accounting to around 35% of the global produce, besides Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia. All right, last question of this round, coming to Dhanashri from NMIMS Mumbai. Dhanashri, here's your question. The organization that undertakes price support operations of cotton in India is option A, Cotton Corporation of India, B, Ministry of Textiles, Government of India, C, Cotton Association of India, D, National Cotton Council, and E, Department of Agriculture. Take a minute, see the options. The organization that undertakes price support operations of cotton in India is, what do you say?
I'd like to go with C, Cotton Association of India.
Sorry, Dhanashri, that's the wrong answer. The correct answer is A, Cotton Corporation of India. The CCI comes under the Ministry of Textiles, Government of India, and is engaged in activities related to trading, procurement, and export of cotton. It's the nominated nodal agency of the government for undertaking procurement of cotton under minimum support price, MSP. That brings us to the close of the first round. Spice round was quite spicy, as I might say. What do you guys think of your performance? Deepak, how do you think it was? How's the first round?
Personally, for me, it went well, but I think the questions were tricky.
Yeah. Manish, what about you? Unfortunately, it didn't go too well for you, yeah?
Yeah, but there was this thin line, so you have to choose between.
Exactly. But you know what? I think the most important part, guys, is that there is a long way to go. We still have 2 rounds, and there are going to be some good rounds in this where you can make up lost ground. But I think that's the best part of a quiz, where you it's never over until the final whistle rings, until the final question has been asked. Anybody, the rankings can just go front and back, anything at all. Tanushree, your thoughts? How are you feeling now after the first round? Bit nervous, bit confident?
I'm quite nervous right now, but I'm looking forward to the next rounds.
Yeah, do it. So guys, it's always a mind game, all right? Don't worry about it. Like I said, there is always room for all of us to get back in the game. So there is no need to, I mean, both ways. So don't get too overconfident if you've done well, and don't be under stress if you've not done well, because you're prepared already. And it's so the beauty about this quiz, and it's the 3rd year that we're doing it, this is the 2nd year in fact that I'm hosting it, is we all end up learning so much from this quiz, from the answers with the information that we try and provide at the end. All right, the scores are ready. I've spoken enough. Let's take a look at the scores and how we stand at the end of round 1. Here's the scores at the end of the spice round. Let's bring them up. Yes, they'll be coming up in a second, and we will see the scores. Yeah, here they are. All right, so far IIFT Delhi Deepak and I am Kashipur Pulkit in the lead, and Jatin's coming in 3rd, or yeah, 3rd 800. So like I said, it is time to, well, there is still a lot of time in the round to go. Okay, let's move on to our 2nd round. This is the fun round, as I would like to call it. Let's go on to the 2nd round. This is a metal round where you get to test your metal. Let's take a look at the AV. Okay, fantastic. Now, this is a buzzer round. There are 12 questions. It's a buzzer round. Unfortunately, of course, we're not physically present, so we can't have a buzzer, but we will use the chat window in the software. You need to all open the chat window, type in the number of the question. So Q1, Q2, Q3, etc. up till 12. Be ready to hit enter. When you hit enter and your message flashes in the chat window, that means that you've, so to say, hit the buzzer. Okay, now the second the first message comes up in the chat window, I will stop my question. So if I've halfway read my question, I stop there. Or if I'm reading the options and I've read up till option 2, I will stop there. So ideally wait till I finish, otherwise you'll be taking a risk. Now the reward for taking the risk is a plus 100 points, but there is also a negative marking. So you'll get minus 50 for a wrong answer. The question does not get passed to another participant. If you enter the message by mistake and don't have an answer, you will still get a negative mark. Okay, so if you're ready with your chat window, we have it open at my end also. Let's bring on first question of the metal round. Here we go. Recently, the aggregate daily price limit DPL for commodity futures contracts based on agricultural and agri-processed goods. Okay, Pulkit has come in without me finishing the question or even getting to the options. Okay, Pulkit, let's go in with your answer.
Is it 8%?
Unfortunately, my friend, that is the wrong answer. You get a minus there. Let me complete my question. Based on agriculture, agri-processed goods, broad category has been enhanced to -% with effect 1st April 2021. Options are 3%, 4%, 5%, 6%, none of the above. Correct answer is 6%. The current DPL, aggregate DPL is 4%. Limits have been revised to 6% for broad-based agricultural commodities with effect from 1st April 2021. Little too early maybe on the buzzer, Pulkit, but let's move on. Second question, here it comes. Remember to put in Q2, guys, okay? On the expiry day, the final settlement price of commodity index futures shall be based on volume-weighted average price of the dash. Option A, constituents of the underlying index during last 1 hour of trading between 4 to 5 p.m. Okay, Gomes has gone for it with me putting out only one option. Gomes, tell me your answer.
Constitutes of the underlying index during the last half an hour of trading.
Last half an hour of trading.
30 minutes.
Okay, unfortunately, that is the wrong answer. The correct answer is the one that you are seeing on your screen. The other options were constituents of the underlying index during the last half hour, index futures expired during last 1 hour of trading, index futures expired during the last half an hour, and underlying index during the last 1 hour of trading. But unfortunately, the right answer is constituents of the underlying index during the last 1 hour of trading. SEBI has allowed trading of index futures in commodity derivatives segment. The underlying index is based on traded commodity futures. On the expiry day, the final settlement price is based on volume weighted average price of the constituents of the underlying index rather than underlying index during last 1 hour of trading. Okay, rocky start, but that's the fun of a quiz show. Let's go on. Remember, guys, put Q3 and be ready. Here is question 3 for today. Mutual fund schemes may hold gold in case of physical settlement of exchange traded contracts up to, and the options that you have to fill in are A, 30 days from date of holding, B, 90 days from date of holding, C, 180 days from date of holding, or D, by the immediate next expiry day of the same contract series. Anybody taking that? Mutual fund schemes may hold gold in case of physical settlement of exchange traded contracts up to A, 30 days, B, 90 days, C, 180. Okay, Chirag's gone for it. Chirag, what is your answer?
I want to go with option 90 days of holding.
Sorry, could you repeat that again? We're having a bandwidth issue.
I want to go with option B, 90 days from the date of holding.
Okay, B for Bangalore, 90 days from the date of holding. Wrong answer, my friend. It's actually C, 180 days from date of holding. SEBI eases timelines for disposal of physical gold, silver assets held by mutual funds for settlement purposes for investments made through exchange traded commodity derivatives. Question 4, get ready, put up Q4. Here it comes. Volatility scan range, VSR, pertains to margining of, and your options are A, all futures, B, index futures, C, all options, D, option in spot contracts, or E, all futures and options. Question 4, who is going to go for this one? Volatility. Okay, Rishab's gone for it just before Dhanashri, but Rishab got through first. Rishab, what is your answer? Rishab, you're on mute. Just unmute yourself, please.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's E, all futures and options.
Wrong answer, my friend. E is not the correct. The correct answer is C, all options. Volatility scanning range VSR is the amount by which the implied volatility of options in the combined commodity is changed in each of the 16 scenarios as per portfolio-based span margining system. Okay, question 5. Remember, put Q5 in the chat. Here it comes. The eligible list of permissible liquid assets that clearing corporations may accept from their members as a collateral does not include A, gold, B, copper and alloys, C, nickel, D, diamond, E, none of the above. Read the question. It says collateral does not. Okay, sorry, Deepak's gone for it just before. Okay, Deepak, you're on. What's your answer?
I think it's D, diamond.
My friend, D is the wrong answer. E, none of the above. The answer is none of the above. Currently, the list of commodities or commodity groups permitted as liquid assets consists of bullion, steel, base metals and alloys, diamond and agricultural commodities, subject to minimum stipulated haircuts. So close, but not there yet. Okay, question 6. Which of the following country is fast becoming a major supplier of crude oil to India? Remember to put in Q6. Here are your options. A, Russia. B, United States of America. C, Saudi Arabia. Okay, Rishab's gone for it.
Yeah, I think it's B, USA.
B, United States of America. Well done, Rishabh. That's the right answer. Good job. Yes, it is the United States of America. India began importing crude oil from the US in 2017 as it looked to diversify its import basket beyond OPEC nations. US exported 91.6 million barrels of crude oil to India during FY 19-20 as per US Energy Information Administration. All right, good one. We are halfway through the buzz around. Let's go on to question 7. Remember to put in Q7. Here it comes. The grade of rubber traded on domestic exchanges is A, air-dried sheets ADS, ribbed smoked sheets RSS4, synthetic rubber. Okay, Dhanashri is gone for it. Dhanashri, what's your answer?
It's B, ribbed smoke sheets RSS4.
Nice one. Well played. That is the right answer. Here are the other options technically and E, all the above. But right, the correct answer is B, ribbed smoke sheets. Natural rubber is produced from latex obtained from rubber trees in plantation. The most popular type of sheet rubber produced and marketed in the international market is the ribbed smoke sheets RSS4. Well done, guys. Question 8. Here it comes. The largest copper producer in the private sector is A, Hindalco Industries, B, Vedanta Limited. Okay, everybody's answering. Okay, Pulkit got in first. Pulkit, what's your answer?
It's B, Vedanta Limited.
Just missed it. It's actually A, Hindalco. Hindalco is India's largest custom copper producer, currently contributing to over 50% of India's domestic refined copper requirements. Nice try, but that's how it goes. Okay, number 9. Remember to put in Q9. Let's go. Here is your question. Listen to this carefully. Dash is used for galvanization in dash industry. So you need to fill both the blanks. Aluminium in scrap industry. B, zinc in steel industry. C, copper. Okay, whoa, everyone's hitting the buzzer there. Okay, this is again coming from, hold on, sorry, it's just moving up. Okay, Dhanashri, over to you. What is your answer?
It's B, zinc in steel industry.
Fantastic. Well done, Dhanashri. It is zinc in the steel industry. That is the right answer. Galvanization is the process of applying a protective zinc coating to steel or iron in order to prevent premature rust and corrosion. The corrosion of zinc is very slow, which gives it an extended life while it protects the base metal. Well done, Dhanashri. Good job. All right. Question 10. Again, remember to put in Q10. In November 2020, the government reduced the basic customs duty on this commodity to help cool off rising edible oil prices. Your options are A, refined soy oil, B, rice bran oil, C, crude palm oil, D, groundnut oil. Okay, Jatin's gone in and stopped me. Jatin, here's what's your answer?
Crude palm oil.
Well done. Good one, Jatin. That is the right answer. It is crude palm oil. Not only crude, India heavily depends on edible oil imports too. Much of the imports are palm oils. Well done, Jatin. All right. Last two questions of the buzz around. Question 11 coming. Again, remember, guys, put in Q11. Here it comes. The stock of which company is most likely to rise with significant drop in the prices of international crude oil? Is it A, ONGC? Is it B, Oil India Limited? Is it C, Hindustan Unilever? Is it D, MRF? Or is it E? Okay. Pulkit is the one who's come in first. Yes, Pulkit, what's your option?
Is it ONGC?
No, my friend, that would have been obviously, but it's not the right answer. The right answer is MRF. D, MRF. Rubber prices fall if crude oil prices start falling, and thus helps tire manufacturers in cutting down raw material costs. So it was a twist in the question. So it's actually MRF. Final question on the buzz around, Q12. Here it comes. Which of the following is not a benchmark exchange for cotton? A, ICE US, B, B. Zhengzhou Commodity Exchange, C. Bursa Malaysia Derivatives Berhad, D. MCX India Limited, or E. None of the above. Gomes, hold on. Yes, Gomes is the one. Go ahead, Gomes.
So I would like to go with C.
C.
Bursa
Malaysia Derivatives Berhad. Fantastic. That is the right answer. Good job. The BMD is a benchmark exchange for crude palm oil. Rest of the exchanges have active cotton futures traded on their platform. That brings us to the end of the buzzer round, the second round, the metal round, and you guys have proven your mettle. Dhanashri, how do you feel after having done so well in this round?
I feel good.
Okay,
Looking
confidence is
forward to
coming
the
back.
next rounds.
What about you, Pulkit?
I'm more nervous now.
The pressure is building up,
Yeah.
but don't worry. We have one more round. Take a breath, have a sip of water if you want. Get ready for the next one. We'll be bringing up, I'll be showing you the scores in a bit. How are the others feeling? Gomesh, how are you feeling?
So, as we are getting to the close, feeling a bit nervous now.
Yeah, I can imagine. But that's what I'm sure you guys will handle the pressure really well. I mean, you've done so well in all the earlier bronze round, silver round to finally make it to this finale gold round, and you're all doing so well. Deepak, how are you feeling? 2 rounds done, 1 more round to go.
Yeah, as it's coming closer, I'm feeling a bit nervous.
The pressure is building up for everybody, but you just got to be cool and calm. It'll be a fun round, 1 more round. I'm okay. So obviously I'm biased and enjoying myself because I don't have anything at stake, but I'm the one who's learning so much with this, and I hope you and all our audience members, I'm sure, are also taking back a lot of pointers, learning a lot from this exciting round. Manish, how are you feeling now after round 2?
I think it's nail biting. You have to be quick and correct. So
that's yeah, it's really true. You got to be quick and correct. And the last round will also require you guys to be sharp and ready to manage the pressure and to manage the speed. In fact, Jatin, what about you? How's it going?
The previous round went pretty fast. I was not expecting everyone to type it so quickly, and I think that everything now depends on the last round.
Yeah, but the last round is a real, could be the clincher, and I'll explain why in a bit. I don't want to give away too much right now, but you'll see in a bit once we show the scores to you guys. Rishabh, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit nervous, and yeah, looking forward to the last round.
Fantastic. Okay, well, the scores are ready. So let's bring those scores up. These are the scores at the end of the second round, the metal round. Let's take a look at the scores now. Okay, so things have moved up and down. Jatin from IIM Ranchi and Dhanashri from SKVM NMIMS Mumbai are at 200 at the top, and Deepak Jain with Iift Delhi is at 150. Okay, so it's getting neck and neck, but now it's time for our third round. Now, while this scorecard is currently looking really exciting, the next round is a very heavy scoring round. As I was saying, you can either shoot ahead of the pack with good points or actually lose a lot of ground. It's you against the clock, so be sure to have a lot of energy when you answer. Here's a look at the last round, the energy round. It's this is the energy round. It's a rapid fire round. Each team will get 1 minute on the clock. Each participant will get 1 minute on the clock to answer 10 questions. Questions in this round, the questions in this round are to be answered with a yes, no, or a pass. I will come to each participant with a set of questions. Now, I have a set of 8 cue cards here. You can see they've got their numbers on it also. I mean, you can see them a bit. All right. So what's going to happen is the cue cards are numbered 1 to 8 for the 8 of you. I will come to you one by one. You pick any random number that you want, and that's the cue card of which I will ask you the questions. Scoring for this round remains the same. Correct answer gives you a plus 100. Negative answer gives you a minus 50. Remember that in mind, okay? This is the final round. Now, the beauty here is you have the option to pass the question and skip to the next question. There will be no negative marking for passing. If I finish all 10 questions, I will repeat the ones that you said pass to till the time runs out. Remember to answer quickly since you are racing against time, okay? Simple rules. Okay, we go with the order that we did in the first round. So Jatin, will come to you first. Can you pick a number, please?
Oh, I would pick number 3.
Number 3. Okay, this is number 3 for you. If you are ready, Jatin, your time starts now. Listing obligations and disclosure requirements are mandatory only for companies with a market capital of rupees 500 crores. Yes.
Yes.
That's incorrect. Base price of options shall be previous month's contract's settlement price.
No.
Correct. India is the largest exporter of mentha crystals.
Oh, yes.
Correct. All non-agricultural commodity indices are traded between 9 a.m. to 11:30 p.m.
Yes.
Correct. Additional margins are imposed only on sell side of all outstanding positions.
Oh, can you repeat that?
Additional margins. Sorry?
No, repeat. Yeah.
Additional margins are imposed only on sell side of all outstanding positions. Quick.
No.
Correct. Okay. We're up with time, but good. You got that last one in. So that was good. Well done, Jatin. All right. Let's move on to our next participant, Deepak Jain from Iift Delhi. Deepak, which is the number that you're picking?
I'll pick 6.
Number 6. Here we go. Number 6 for you. If you are ready, your time starts now. A member's position limits for all clients combined is 3 times more than at client level limits.
No.
Correct. In order to increase trading exposure limit, a member has to deposit additional security with SEBI.
Yes.
That's incorrect. Wrong answer. The primary delivery center for cotton is in Rajkot, Gujarat.
No.
Wrong answer. Weights of bullion index constituents changes half yearly.
I'll pass.
The staggered delivery period would be last 5 trading days for all compulsory delivery contracts.
No.
Incorrect. Wrong answer. Banks cannot trade on commodity derivatives, but bank subsidiaries can provide client services. Quick. Correct answer there. Okay. Just made in through on that last one. All right. Good going, Deepak. Tight, but let's see how it goes with the others. Okay. Next up is Pulkit Singhal from Iim Kashipur. Pulkit, which is your number?
7.
All right. Number 7. Here we go. And your time starts now. Short call position shall devolve into long position in the underlying futures on exercise.
Yes.
That's the wrong answer. Weights of both bullion and metals underlying index contracts are rebalanced annually.
No.
That's the wrong answer. Chicago Mercantile Exchange provides for open outcry operations for all their energy products.
Yes.
That's the wrong answer. Wrong answer. Delivery in commodity futures can only be as per the lot size specified by the contract specification.
Yes.
Correct. Quality specification of all commodities traded on exchange are approved by warehouses.
Yes.
Wrong answer. Deliveries can be given at buyer's warehouse from the delivery center.
No.
Correct answer. More than 50% of world's aluminium is produced. We just finished. I couldn't finish the answer question, so I'm sorry, but good going, Pulkit. All right, let's move on next to Chirag. Chirag, if you could please let me know your preference.
I want to go with number 4.
Here we go. Number 4. Here we go. Be ready. And your time starts now. Options on goods contracts are only settled in cash. Chirag.
No.
Correct answer.
No.
Decrease in price volatility would lead to increase in premium of both put and call options.
Yes.
That's the wrong answer. All commodity exchanges in India have their own clearing house.
No.
Correct answer. Both bull dex and metal dex futures are bi-monthly contracts.
No.
Correct answer. Gold ETFs can now have exposure to gold derivatives up to 50% of net asset value in the scheme.
Yes.
Correct answer. Margin money is released on squaring up of all sell and buy positions in futures trading. Quick.
Pass.
Okay, pass. Okay, nice. Good going there, Chirag. Well played. Moving on, 5th contestant, Rishab Agarwal. Please pick your number, Rishab.
First one.
Number 1. Here we go. Let's hope this makes you number 1 today, all right? If you're ready, your time starts now. Options in goods have been introduced on all commodities traded in the exchange.
True. Yes.
No, that's the wrong answer. Expiry of all indices contracts will lead to settlement in cash.
No.
Wrong answer. Kochi in Kerala is the major delivery center for cardamom futures.
Yes.
Wrong answer. For delivery on commodity exchanges in India, it is mandatory for both buyers and sellers to have GST registration.
Yes.
Correct. Tender period margins are applicable for contracts settled in cash.
Yes.
Wrong answer. A good till date GTD order will only get executed on the date mentioned.
No.
Correct answer. Margins are collected from all option buyers at devolvement. Quick.
No.
Wrong answer. NYX, CBOT and COMEX are a part of the... Okay, sorry, out of time. Nicely done, Rishabh. Okay, moving on to next participant. This is Manish Sharma from IMT Hyderabad. Manish, what's your number?
Number 8.
Number 8. This is number 8 for you. If you are ready, let's go. SEBI has allowed eligible foreign entities to hedge in Indian exchanges.
Yes.
Correct. Upfront premium on real-time basis is to be paid by both buyers of call and put options.
No.
Wrong answer. The base value of the bullion index is 1000.
Yes.
Wrong answer. The trading unit for one standard silver contract is 40 kgs.
No.
Correct answer. Monitoring of delivery, settlement and margining is done by the custodian.
Yes.
Wrong answer. Initial margins are based on a value at risk methodology.
Yes.
Correct. Import duty and GST are included in the price quotes of base metals and bullion contracts.
Yes.
Wrong answer. The registration number allocated to the member of the commodity exchange is given by SEBI.
Yes.
Wrong answer. Light sweet crude oil futures contract. Okay, we're done. That was a tight 1 minute. Okay, second last. Gomes Chawla from Iim Nagpur. What do you pick, Gomes? Which number?
Sir, can you please tell me what are the numbers left?
There's 2 and 5.
Okay, I will go with 2, sir.
Okay. Here is number 2 for you. If you are ready, here are your questions. Crude oil options are the only option contract settled in cash.
No.
Correct. Commodities that are part of index futures contracts have equivalent weights.
No.
Correct. Delivery center for the rubber contract is located in Palakkad, Kerala.
Right. Yes.
Correct. To transfer funds between the clearing members and exchange, the banks are appointed by the clearing corporation.
No.
Wrong answer. Indian Tea Association has introduced tea futures contract for the first time in India.
Pass.
Monitoring of the trading members for delivery, settlement and margining is done by the custodian.
Pass.
In commodity futures, special margins are imposed on both buyer and seller side to control price volatility.
No.
That's the right answer. Clearing corporation guarantees all the trade.
Right.
That's the correct answer, yes. Okay, just out. All right, good one there, Gomes. All right, let's move on to our final round, final question, set of questions to our final contestant, Dhanashri from SVKM's Narsimonji NMIMS, that is NMIMS in Mumbai. Dhanashri, of course, I'm sorry, I don't have a choice for you, card number 5.
No
If
worries.
you are ready, here we go.
Yeah.
The expiry date of both bullion and metal index futures contracts is the same.
No.
Correct. Final settlement price for options shall be daily settlement price of underlying futures.
Yes.
Correct. The minimum delivery period margin is 25% and is levied on sellers only.
No.
Correct. Deaccreditation of warehouse takes place every 2 years.
Pass.
On expiry, the futures contract is settled at the daily settlement price.
Yes.
Wrong answer. In a bearish market, a jeweler can offset the price risk of his stock by selling futures.
No.
Wrong answer. If spot price is lower than settlement price, then default seller has to pay buyer for replacement cost.
Yes.
Wrong answer. Margin money is blocked in futures trade but not in options for sellers.
Yes.
Wrong. Wrong answer there. Woo! All right. That was our final rapid fire round, energy round. I saw a lot of energy from you guys. I, for one, am tired now after all that energy. But now, before we go on, before we reveal our winners and see the final scorecards, before we do that, I'd like to request Mr. DG Praveen, Head Corporate Office and Projects, MCX, to kindly deliver the vote of thanks.
This year has been very special for all of us, as we could sail through all odds and challenges posed by the COVID pandemic and could successfully hold this year's third edition of MCX IPF COMQUEST 2021. COMQUEST is an educational initiative and innovative approach by MCX IPF to create financial literacy among students by getting them to participate in a fun-filled quiz competition on commodity markets. It is indeed my great pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks to one and all who have helped to make this event a roaring success. I extend my sincere thanks to Chief Guest Sri Shankar Agarwal ji for taking time out from his busy schedule and being with us today. We are immensely grateful and thankful to ET Now and its entire team for providing their beautiful platform for this event, and not to forget the extended support they have provided. Special thanks to Quizmaster for taking us through the quiz proceedings so craftily and beautifully. I sincerely thank all the deans and heads of all participating colleges and institutes, participants and their mentors who have joined us today. I also thank our MD and CEO who has extended his wholehearted support and encouragement for making this event happen this year. The event like this doesn't happen overnight. The wheels started rolling months ago. At the same time, I thank all my colleagues for their enormous cooperation in organizing this event. To conclude, let me once again thank you all students who participated in Conquest, who actually have risen to the occasion. Thank you each and one of all very much.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Praveen, for those words of yours. Yes, it's been a mammoth effort by everybody to make this happen. Okay, now I'm not going to build up suspense anymore. Don't worry, the scores are ready. Let's take a look at the final scoreboard. All right, here are your scores. Clear winner, IIM Ranchi. Jatin, well done. Jatin Dureja, IIM Ranchi comes out at the top. Iim Nagpur, Gomes Chawla coming up second. And there is a tie between LBSIM Delhi. This is Chirag Singla and also Dhanashri Dongre from SVKM's NMIMS. So let's go into the tiebreaker round. So basically what happens now is obviously Jatin's one, Gomesh has come second, but who gets position 3 between Chirag and Dhanashri? So we'll do the tiebreaker round now. How that works, listen to me for a second. This is only obviously for Dhanashri and Chirag. Guys, we'll do it like we did the buzzer round. So like the metal round, how we did that. Okay, so obviously the exciting part, the fun part is this is getting even more nail biting and edge of seat. Not for the other 6, for both of you. How this works, there are 5 questions that I have for the tiebreaker, 5 questions. I will ask them one by one. You guys, like the buzz around, need to put in Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5. Whoever buzzes first gets to answer the question. Important, +1 for the right answer, -1 for the wrong answer. So be careful, play smart, don't hand it over to your competition. Obviously, this is only for Chirag and Dhanashri. The others, please don't type anything, okay? If you are ready, Chirag and Dhanashri, be ready with your Q1. This is the first one of the tiebreaker. Here's your question. The Commodity Transaction Tax, CTT, is not applicable on the sale of A, cotton futures, B, gold futures, C, crude palm oil futures, D, rubber futures, E, mentha oil futures. So this is Chirag or Dhanashri. Which one is going to go for it? Okay, Chirag is gone for it. Chirag, what is your answer?
I want to go for option B, gold futures.
Gold futures, wrong answer, my friend. -1 to you. The correct answer is cotton futures. The government exempted primary agri-commodities such as oilseeds and cotton from CTT. Okay, let's move on. It's not over yet. Don't worry. We have 4 more questions to go. We can fight back. All right. Question 2. Be ready to put Q2, Dhanashri and Chirag. Which of the following futures forward contract prices has least cost of carry? A, crude oil, B, gold, C, electricity, D, natural gas, E, cardamom. Dhanashri, Chirag, which one's going to go for it? Which of the following futures forward contract prices has least cost of carry? Crude oil, gold, electricity, natural gas, cardamom. Nobody's going for it? Okay, I'm counting down to 5. If nobody goes, then I pass this. 5, 4. Okay, Chirag has just stopped me. Yes, Chirag.
Option C, electricity.
That's right. It is option C, electricity. All right. So you've gained your ground. The cost of carry or carrying charge is cost of storing a physical commodity such as grain or metals over a period of time. It includes insurance, storage, and interest on invested funds, etc. Electricity has to be immediately consumed when produced, unlike the others. Okay, moving on to question 3 of the tiebreaker. Here it comes. What does sugar consist of? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, or nitrogen? Listen to it carefully. These are the items. Here are your options that you need to choose from. A, 1 and 2. B, 2 and 3. C, 2, 3, 4. D, 1, 2, and 3. Question 3. What does sugar consist of? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen? Is it option A, 1 and 2, B, 2 and 3, C, 2, 3, 4, D, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, Chirag, just moving in before Dhanashri. Chirag, what's your answer?
1, 2, and 3.
Could you say that again? Which option?
Option D.
D, 1, 2, and 3. Right answer. Well done, Chirag. 1, 2, and 3 is the right answer. The white stuff of sugar is sucrose, a molecule composed of 12 atoms of carbon, 22 atoms of hydrogen, and 11 atoms of oxygen. Well done, Chirag. All right, last two questions. It is coming down to the wire. Be ready with Q4 typed in. Question 4. The launch of corona vaccine impacting the metals market is likely to see maximum demand of which of the following? Is it A, refrigerators, B, heaters, C, deep freezers, or D, air fryers? What would you say? This is question 4. Chirag. Chirag's gone for it. Go for it, Chirag. What's the answer?
Option C, freezers.
Okay, say that again.
Option C.
Option C, deep freezers. Right answer, my friend. Good job. Option C, deep freezers. With millions of COVID shots to be distributed, is there sufficient storage capacity? Well, some of the shots now in late stages of testing must be stored at temperatures potentially as cold as -80 degrees Celsius or -112 degrees Fahrenheit, similar to conditions for transporting ice creams and steaks to supermarkets. Well, whoever wins this round of tiebreakers treating us all to ice creams, and we won't have to store them. We'll immediately eat them. All right, last question of the tiebreaker. This is question 5. Be ready with Q5. Here it goes. Which country has the largest nickel reserves in the world? Is it A, Indonesia, B, China, C, Russia, D, Brazil, or E, Australia? Largest nickel reserves in the world. Question 5. Indonesia, China, Russia. Chirag, go for it. What's your answer?
I want to go with option B, China.
B, China is the wrong answer, my friend. It is A, Indonesia. Indonesia produces maximum nickel in the world with an annual production of 400,000 metric tons. Woo! Well, that brings us to the close of the tiebreaker as well. And what an exciting round it has been. Let's call out our winners. Okay, so we have all the three, we've done all the 3 rounds. We've done the tiebreaker round. Once the scorecard is ready, I will put it up, but I'm sure we've all done our math, so we know how it's looking. But give us a couple of more seconds so that we can show you the final score. It's been an absolute cracker of a round. Last time that we did it, we didn't go into tiebreaker, but I mean, the tiebreaker is always a little bit more fun, a little bit more exciting. Before we announce the scores, just again, once again, want to thank and congratulate all 8 of you here. It's not an easy task to have made it to this final 8. Like earlier, our guests of honor said, it doesn't matter who's won. It's just matter that you came here, you answered, you have gone through the spice round, medal round, energy round. All right, final scores ready. Let's take a look at our final scores here at COMQUEST 2021. Well, like we said, Jatin Dureja from Iim Ranchi at 550 stays on the top spot. Gomes Chawla from Iim Nagpur stays on the second spot at 500. And Chirag Singla at Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute at New Delhi comes in at 301, just inching ahead to lock in the third spot. Congratulations, all 3 of you. Absolutely well done. Now let's dive into the virtual prize distribution. Now, Mr. P.S. Reddy, MD and CEO of MCX, and Mr. Shankar Agarwal, Chairman, MCX IPF Trust, and Public Interest Director, MCX, and the entire teams of MCX and ET Now extend heartiest congratulations to the top 3. Here's the second runner-up of COMQUEST 2021, which is Chirag Singla from Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute, New Delhi. Congratulations, Chirag. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll just bring you up in a second. Here it is. Let's bring up Chirag Singla. So Chirag, how does it feel? That was a tough last tiebreaker, man. It was nail biting.
Actually, if you will be seeing the scorecards, after round 2, I was in negative 50. So all the expectations are from round 3 only. So talking about the same and my experience, I do have some experience in financial markets, but you can say no experience in the core commodities market. And I want to thank MCF. I want to thank MCX for giving such a nice platform that we can apply our commodities knowledge and can gain from the same. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Absolute pleasure and well done. Good job. Thank you again for participating. All right, now let's take a look at our first runner-up here today. This is Gomes Chawla from Iim Nagpur. Let's take a look. So Gomes, how does it feel? I mean, it was a tight finish even then after all the 3 rounds.
Yes, sir. I think you said that it's not over till the last question. I think so. It like sits aptly in my case. So starting from the first round, I was not able to do it well, but I think in the last round it went pretty well for me. So it was a great learning experience for me, learning about the commodity derivatives. Generally, we don't treat as a normal, we don't trade it in normal lives, but I think after this round of knowledge gathering and this quiz, most of us would be willing to do that.
That's the aim of these kind of quizzes, to try and share knowledge, inform people, get them more aware. And well, time to announce and virtually felicitate our top winner here today, Jatin Dureja from IIM Ranchi. Well played, Jatin. Congratulations. How do you feel, Jatin, having won the top spot?
Oh, I really never expected this to happen when I participated in the competition, and I think that it was a tough one. And it's a matter of few more questions, right or wrong, and I think that every one of us is a winner here. And it's just that I got a bit lucky more. And I think that it has been a great journey. And MCX, I thank MCX because commodities is particularly underserved in our country, and a lot of people don't know about it. So this is a great platform for that. And I'm really looking forward to making a career in commodities as well. Thank you, team.
Fantastic. Yes, we really do hope you have a long and successful career in commodities. So let's bring up our 3 top winners here all together. It was an exciting round here at MCX COMQUEST 2021. Partnered by ED. Now, what I would just want to say is, that it's what Jatin also said, that it's always last minute how it goes, because it's a quiz round. There's always certain amount of pressure, certain amount of last minute, butterflies in the stomach, and luck plays a role. But obviously, preparation and being ready for this. Like I mentioned, this is the 3rd round of MCX Investor Protection Fund COMQUEST 2021, partnered by ET. Now, this is the 3rd edition. The first time we've gone virtual. Obviously, we had to, like everybody, like we've all done in our lives, we've tweaked our way of living owing to the pandemic and the lockdown and the circumstances. We too had to do that and bring it on, make these changes to get you this experience, this wonderful experience, I would say. Let's show our audience our 3 top winners here today, which are Jatin Dureja from IIM Ranchi. Then we have Gomes Chawla, IIM Nagpur, and Chirag Singla from Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of New Delhi. Once again, heartiest congratulations to the top 3, and also to all the participants that made it to the gold round, to all of those who participated in all the bronze round, the silver rounds, from Mr. P.S. Reddy, the MD and CEO of MCX, and Mr. Shankar Agarwal, Chairman, MCX IPF Trust and Public Interest Director at MCX, and the entire teams of MCX and ET Now. It has been quite a journey, and I hope we've all had a fruitful morning. Again, just hearty congratulations and a big pat on the back to the all the other 5 that were also here. So Deepak Jain from IIFT Delhi, Pulkit Singhal from IIM Kashipur, Rishab Agarwal from IIM Bangalore, Manish Sharma, IMT Hyderabad, and also Dhanashri Dongre from SVKM's Narsi Monji, NMIMS Mumbai. Thank you so much. That was a great done. Before I let you go, I want to show you a little glimpse of what we had done earlier, last 2 years. So whenever those are ready, we'll bring them up. And it was obviously those were ground events. So those were done very differently. But it was a fun round. I'm hoping that we can get back to on ground soon to enjoy the next quiz edition. I hope it's on ground. Any thoughts? I have a couple of seconds before we play the AVs, but anybody else? I mean, Manish, Deepak, Dhanashri, do you guys have any thoughts to share? Anybody wants to say anything? We'll just bring all of you guys. Let's hear your thoughts. Anybody wants to say anything? Okay, no worries. We'll save that for later. We'll have a lot of conversations afterwards. Here's a quick look at the AVs. Let's look at what COMQUEST was in 2019 and 2020. Let's take a look.
MCX Investor Protection Fund presents COMQUEST.
COMQUEST 2019, India's first commodities derivatives quiz contest launched by the MCX Investor Protection Fund, was a big draw. 290 contestants from 145 teams representing 56 academic institutions from across the country participated in the exciting contest. In the end, the top 6 teams were invited for the final gold round in Navi Mumbai. Watch the highlights of the event.
We in general had interest in financial markets, so when MCX came up with this event, we were really interested.
I am very interested in quizzing in general, and there are a lot of business quizzes available. But then there's not one quiz that's focused entirely on commodities, which is an area I really like. So that is why I decided to participate in COMQUEST.
India's Commodity Derivatives Quiz Contest saw participation of more than 5,500 students representing 176 Indian institutes. After 2 exciting, engaging and nerve-wracking rounds, only 6 teams made it to the final gold round. Let's see who wins the race.
First, we registered for this competition and we participated in that quiz. It was highly competitive and we were really lucky to get through it.
Definitely, we have gone through the website of MCX and the websites and other online materials available in about CME, LME, and other intercontinental exchange and other global exchanges.
Well, we'll add one more AV to that now with 2021 done. Before we end the day, I just want to bring in all the 3 that have spoken. I want to hear from the 5 also. Deepak Jain, IIFT Delhi. Deepak, how are you feeling?
I think it was an amazing experience. The learning has been immense, and I think it will help in my career in the future.
Superb. That's true. That's true. I mean, everything always helps. Everything is always a learning experience, what I believe, and that's what's most important here. Let's hear from Pulkit Singhal, IIM Kashipur.
It has been an exciting journey from almost having so high score in the first round to one of the lowest in the third round. So I learned a lot in the process. It's been nice.
Yeah, that's true. But that's the quiz. That's why it's like I said in the beginning when I started, it's not over until the last question is asked. And in this case, it went to the tiebreaker as well. Okay, let's hear from Rishabh Agarwal, IIM Bangalore. Rishabh.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, it was a great experience. Congrats to all the winners. And yeah, it's a matter of luck and also how you perform at the time. So yeah, but yeah, it was a great experience, and yeah, again, thanks a lot for the two MCX for organizing this.
And obviously all of your hard work and preparation that all of you guys have done over so long. Let's hear from Dhanashri Dongre. Dhanashri, how are you feeling? You went into the tiebreaker and just missed it there.
Right. I feel like competitions like ComQuest, it lights up the sense of inquisitiveness in students like us, and makes us increasingly proactive about learning about commodity derivatives. So yeah, I'm quite excited to go on this journey of learning.
Fantastic. And finally, Manish Sharma, IMT Hyderabad. Manish, how are you feeling now?
First of all, congratulations to all the winners. And I'll say that from learning nothing to learning so many things about the commodity derivatives, it's been a great journey.
Fantastic. Well, once again, hearty congratulations to all 8 of you, and of course to the winners. The winner Jatin, of course, and then first runner-up is Gomes, and second runner-up is Chirag. Well, friends, that marks the end of ComQuest 2021, and what a show it's been. Nerve-wracking, nail-biting, edge-of-the-seat action. It gets better with every passing year. Once again, thank you for being a part of the ComQuest family. We promise to be back next year with much more of this exciting quizzing. Hopefully, we'll be on ground as well. Till then, this is me, Sumit Lakhotia, signing off. You were watching MCX Investor Protection Fund ComQuest 2021, partnered by ET Now. See you again next year.